Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Vibranium's deadly value in the MCU is about to get tested in a big way with the latest episode of She-Hulk revealing the Intelligencia lab is prepping a Hulk-sized syringe probably made out of vibranium, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever's exclusive footage from the D23 proving new details about vibranium that make it especially worrisome, or especially cool. Marvel Phase 4 is looking like it will end with a vibranium war, fought over a resource with implications ranging as far as the composition of anti-Hulk bullets, cap shields, iron heart suits, and magneto blockers. Episode 6 of She-Hulk ends by confirming the Intelligencia, which is more than just a troll website. It's actually a front powered by a well-funded lab with far greater reach, literally spying on Jen Walters when she should have been in private, and developing new ouchies to pierce her skin to steal her blood. Now, the MCU version of the Intelligencia will likely have some membership similar to that in the comics, like the Leader and MODOK, and, like in the comics, might have a Red Hulk plot in the works. But this is actually not the first time the Intelligencia has come up in the MCU. Avengers Age of Ultron showed a dossier for Ulysses Klaue, listing him as a former member of the Intelligencia, and Klaue's role as a vibranium dealer, I think, had a lot to do with what is going on with the Intelligencia now. Hold that thought. But the sighting of that bent needle in this Intelligencia lab proves that this organization was behind the Wrecking Crew who attacked Jen in episode 3.
Thunderball, did you get it?
No. Once you turned into She-Hulk, I couldn't pierce that nasty green skin.
Damn it. Boss is gonna be mad.
And there's a very good chance that this site's mod, Hulk King, is actually Todd. Todd the mod. Remember Todd, Jen's date in episode 4, with a weird obsession with her powers.
Is it true? Are you indestructible?
I mean, I haven't really tested it out.
Well, what about super speed, night vision, impenetrable skin?
Yeah, my skin is impenetrable, at least with anything on Earth.
Even vibranium? God, you're just so powerful. What a specimen.
Todd made a surprise return in episode 5 as one of Mallory's clients.
I didn't know you worked here.
Yeah, are you a client? Or...
I am. I'm one of the biggest. Just had a meeting with my favorite lady lawyer.
No touching.
Yeah, we should reconnect soon.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great.
Yeah, drinks on me.
So really, it's all lining up. Todd is likely the wormy creator of the Intelligencia website, the public-facing front of a darker Intelligencia organization hell-bent on acquiring She-Hulk's blood, probably to launch their own Hulk, Red Hulk or a different one. And I know this has all been covered in like 80 episodes of The Break Room at this point, but if you really want to get into the conspiracy of it all, the heavy drinking Jen does throughout the series may be part of this plot. I pointed out before how Mr. Holloway in episode 2 buys Jen a glass of not just any bourbon, but Pappy Van Winkle 23-year-old aged bourbon. Only a few thousand of these bottles exist in the world, each of them costing over $5,000 per bottle. And if you think about it, every episode of the series has featured Jen at a bar, drinking to excess. Like, it is wild how many of the scenes of the series have required Tatiana Maslany to play drunk or hungover, and in the latest wedding episode, she gets drunk again at that wedding cash bar. You know how committed to drinking you gotta be to get drunk at a cash bar? And she cozies up with Josh, which is where an Intelligencia hidden camera spies on her. So yeah, when Todd says, "drinks on me," and slurps through his straw like he's drinking her milkshake, drinking it up! Does it not feel like all of these drinks being offered to Jen are coming from the same group of guys trying to get her DNA from her glasses? Anyway, when Todd asked Jen if vibranium could pierce her skin, he said that he wished he had some to try, and that seemed pretty genuine. Jen responds that no metal on Earth can pierce her skin, but remember, Earth's supply of vibranium came from a meteorite from outer space that struck Wakanda in ancient times. This is an extraterrestrial metal with unique properties, and I think this big boy syringe in the final shot of episode 6 is made of vibranium, or maybe some kind of vibranium alloy like proto-adamantium, or maybe something else off-world, like, for reference, MCU metals like Uru are what Stormbreaker and Thanos' sword are made out of, and those are Nidavelirian and might be able to pierce Hulk's skin. Now, if you watch enough fantasy, you start getting real obsessed with bloodlines. If you want to lay a claim to a kingdom, having the right lineage is key. For most of us, our actual real-life bloodlines have nothing to do with royalty, but you can fill that gap in your heritage by making your own bloodline in Bloodline, a free mobile game on iOS and Android. Bloodline takes place in an awesome fantasy world with amazing graphics. You'll choose champions, find companions, and raise powerful offspring. You can customize your champions by marrying different bloodlines and building out your family tree until you find the perfect combo of abilities to suit your gameplay style. The bloodlines are so cool. There are the werewolf assassin Lycanus, the dragonborns of Karg who can naturally turn into real dragons, and the demigods of Fulgur. My favorite since they have the best area of effect skills, and I like letting everybody know how badass I am. If you can't wait to start making a unique lineage of your own, then download Bloodline by using my link or scanning the QR code, and you'll get a super rare half dragonborn, half demigod hybrid heir for free. You'll also get an exclusive starter pack worth $20 that has 100,000 gold, 20 intimacy packs, and 100 diamonds. Just scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get started with Bloodline. But I think it's interesting how all this is coming out around the same time D23 unveiled exclusive footage of Black Panther Wakanda Forever that confirmed that vibranium does not set off metal detectors. Queen Ramonda is grilled by delegates at the UN, including Richard Schiff as the American delegate and a French delegate who says that Wakanda could use vibranium to create weapons of mass destruction that do not set off metal detectors. Now, if you remember in the 2018 Black Panther film, we actually saw this when T'Challa, Nakia, and Okoye enter the Korean club and they pass through metal detectors without setting them off, despite being covered in vibranium. But hearing it again here is just a reminder that vibranium, as a metal not originally from this planet, has unique properties that really defy the laws of physics, magnetism, everything. As in, there's a kind of magic to them. Magic, or what the Asgardians would call science. So what changed over at the Intelligencia recently that allows them to now have access to what we assume is a vibranium needle to test out on She-Hulk? Well, it seems like Black Panther Wakanda Forever will be a war fought over vibranium. Wakanda controls the bulk of the world's supply of vibranium, and now Western governments like French commandos are raiding Wakandan outreach centers in Mali to try to steal it. I believe that when that meteorite crashed into Earth, an additional chunk of vibranium broke off and landed somewhere in the ocean, which is what allowed the people living in Tlalocan to adapt at an advanced pace to form this kingdom that now rivals Wakanda. And trailer footage from Wakanda Forever shows a human covert expedition involving deep-sea divers and armed private soldiers. That's never a good sign. I think this is a mission to steal vibranium from the people of Namor. And now I think this expedition is being funded by members of the Intelligencia. In the past, the MCU Intelligencia was supplied vibranium by Claw, but ever since Killmonger killed Claw, their supply has been cut off. And now, in this post-blip world, the power structure has changed with power brokers and such to allow them new pathways to find this precious alien metal. And I think that very theft of vibranium will be what forces Namor to Wakanda's front door. Now, we have yet to learn the exact membership of the Intelligencia or how exactly they're organized in the MCU. Are they a centralized membership consisting of the leader, MODOK, and like Zemo? Or something more decentralized and grassroots, like a newsletter sent out over the dark web written by Ultron's disembodied consciousness? I mean, God, I hope so. That'd be awesome. But truly, the Intelligencia would be the perfect place to introduce Dr. Victor Von Doom, who was involved with the earliest lineup of the Intelligencia in the comics. He thwarted the rest of them in their plot to acquire the lost knowledge from the Library of Alexandria. So think about it, an Intelligencia in the MCU led by Doctor Doom, seeking ways to harvest vibranium and weaponize its magical qualities. Think of the applications. Bullets that can actually kill Hulks, metallic weapons that are immune to the electromagnetic frequency that Magneto uses to manipulate metal. I mean, this plot by the Intelligencia against She-Hulk may be the first steps in an eventual showdown between Doctor Doom and Magneto in Avengers Secret Wars. Let me know your thoughts on this theory and follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at EA Voss. Follow New Rockstars and subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.